a quick how to make a molecule and animate it. This is a methanol one which we're going to attempt to make. So let's start. First we need to have a sphere. Use the top view, make sphere. Let's give it radius of say 20. Yeah. Cylinder, come here next to it, get roughly the size you want there, pull up, get a rough idea there. Yep, that'll do. Select the crosshair, make it dead center to world or stage. Select the sphere, do likewise. Now they're both selected, you have the basics of a molecule. Now what you need to do is repeat this to create your other molecules, with for each different one having as many sides to it. This one's an oxygen which has one arm, hydrogen has 2 arms, and the carbon has 4 arms. Alright, this is it all put together. Obviously for time restraints, one I've made earlier, so to speak. It's all as a group at the moment. Set auto key on. Depending which way you want to go, you want to break it up or join it together. Set a frame. Let's say I want that there. Do that. And you get a start or something there. Get more dramatic. Let's say over here, ungroup them. No, that's not going to work. Target, chain link. That one. That one. That one. And this one is to this one. There we go. Auto key. Set there. Set that there. Let's say we want that one over there. That's a quick animation. So we put on a plain loop. Auto key off. And you can play around with that as much as you like. Well, as you noticed, when auto keying or any animation, if you have them selected as a group all into one and you break them, the animation does not continue through. So the best thing, as I did, was to link them with a chain link. It's the way I've done it was, these ones are linked to the middle one here, because obviously it's just in the center, and this oxygen is linked to this hydrogen, so it follows the hydrogen because obviously it's connected to it, so it just stands to reason that the links will run in that order. You can play around with the animation curves as well if you want to. Open up the curve editor, and you can find the individual animation curves for each of the items, and you can tweak it how you want there, faster, slower. Material editor, very simple. I just gave each section a material, then gave it each color here. If you want to have a specific thing there, you can drop and drag, or drag and drop onto either the object or one of these, a bitmap or any other image. You can also go into the settings from the library and choose kind of image you want from the library. You have to obviously play around. You can do this with any of the molecules. Make the length as long as you want it, as short as you want it. Come down here to the time settings. These speed settings here are for you when you're watching it, not for actual recording. These here are for the recording. Frame rates for NTSC, PAL, film, which is also custom. Over here, frames per second. These ones here are for the actual length of the animation, so you can make the animation longer. So if you go frame count, let's say 101, this will reset itself automatically accordingly. And at the bottom here, you notice the animation frame has got longer. So if we say OK to that, we notice we have animation stopping over here. So we select those and we drag them to the end. My animation is at the end. You can tweak at any point where you want them, bring it to there, set auto key on, select whichever ones you want to alter in that particular area, and it will dramatically give a nice alteration. So you can add as many frames as you want into any position, which will give more dynamic changing, although that one didn't quite look nice. And these you can, that one better leave as is, because everything inherits from this one. Seeing as they linked to it, they all inherit from there. So you want to change them dynamically, you select that, go up to edit and invert, and now you can play around with them on their own, give them a twist around the world, and then they all have their own dynamic movement. When you're satisfied with what you want, auto key off, deselect, play. And then obviously you can do a quick render of what it looks like, or do a full render giving your auto settings here. Single frame is what it is, active range is whatever is in there, or you can select only from frame to what frame. If you're selecting to render out, you then have to come down here, choose where, save as, and give it a name. Once you've done that, it'll render out your whole video for you at your location for you to do what you want. Hope you enjoyed this short tutorial.